Coming back from the break, our next game is Spiritfarer. I only know a little bit about this game. I know that it is long, and I know that it is, in a word, heavy. But this game has been requested by several people for Artober and otherwise. So we're going to be taking a look at Spiritfarer next in our Artober adventure. Also, to my archive team, I see at least one of you in chat there. I can't end the stream. I know that the archive team, you guys have asked me to end the stream when I'm switching games. I cannot do that, as when I end the stream, it clears my cache of dropped frames and when I dropped them, and I need to keep that active for the internet guy that I'm waiting on a call from. So very sorry, you're gonna have to split this video yourselves. I don't mean to do that to you, but that's where we are. So, let's take a look at this game. I know next to nothing about this game, except that it involves some heavy topics. I think there's a lot of reading. I don't know if it's voice or not. Let's just jump in and see what it's about. Spiritfarer. Let's go. Thunder Lotus. That's a name. I like it. Ooh, that music is already a little loud. Turn that down just a touch. This is music and sound effects, but it doesn't say anything about voices. So I'm probably going to be doing a lot of reading for this one, if I understand the game correctly. How's the audio levels, guys? I'll tab through the menu so you can hear the sound effects compared to the music, and both of them compared to my voice. Let me know if I need to switch anything around. The music is still a little bit loud on my side, but I can deal with it if you guys like the levels. Where are we at, chat? It's a lot of reading. I played a bit of this. Okay, that's fine. I don't mind. I'm probably not going to voice every character, as in give them a unique voice, just because I got a lot that I gotta do. But I'll probably do some. It's good? Okay. Let's jump in. Game settings. Screen shake. Minimal. Vibration. Minimal. We'll increase the text bubble size a little bit for the sake of chat. Apply. Okay. Controls. Stella Daffodil. What? Interesting. Okay. Language. English. Start game, I guess? Whoa. Okay. That's a lot of information for a loading screen. Single player. Local co-op is offered for this game. That's interesting. The loading bar seems to be a squirrel with a sun. That's cute. Okay. Yo, digging the animation. Yo! This looks almost like Samurai Jack. It looks like Samurai Jack meets Okami. Ah, finally. I thought for a second you would never wake up, little one. How ironic that would have been, would it not? I'm Karin. Oh my god, it is Karin. Korn was right. Yo! This depiction of Karin is awesome. Alright, I'm already into this. Alright. The... Oh, he says it. Cool. The Spiritfarer. Well, that is what I have been until your arrival. I cannot say that I am sad to leave, but I still had a few things left to do here. Karin is retiring? Interesting. Okay. I'm afraid you will have to pick up things where I left them. Okay. It is, after all, my very last day. And you are?
Stella.
Stella. I like your hat. Welcome, Stella. I see you brought a friend here with you. What's his name? I can't get over how much the model for Karin looks like a character from Hollow Knight. If Hollow Knight was just a little bit more, like, Japanese-inspired than it currently is, this character would look like a character from Hollow Knight. This game looks like a cross, like, from just this scene, this game looks like a cross between Hades, duh, Hollow Knight, Neo, no, Okami, and Samurai Jack. This animation is on point, and the music is great, too. I guess now is a good time to say welcome to Artober, I guess? Alright. Corthurgov says Karin looks like a darker version of Grandma Moth. A little bit, yeah. I was thinking, the seer that eats the putrid eggs and brings our shade back to us. I don't remember her name. I was thinking her a little bit, but I see what you're saying, Corn. Daffodil. I see. You two will share the burden then, and take it over from me. As I said, in a few minutes I will be gone from this world. GG. Thank you, Outlaw. And that is why you are here. You will be the new Spiritfarer. Listen, your task here will be far from easy, but simple nonetheless. Go fetch the stray spirits stranded on the islands, and when they are ready, bring them back here. Dying souls can't pass away on their own. You will have to help them fulfill their last request, and be at their service until their final breath. For no reason in particular, Nightfall the Kitsune, I hope you're taking notes. The big round bridge over there is the Artober. The Alpha where everything starts, the Omega where everything ends. This is where all the quests get completed, and where existence meets its threshold. There is no task more important than this one. Never forget this, Stella. Here, there is something I need to give you. Give me a scythe! Give me a scythe! Now, be very careful with it. I love Stella's face. Like, Yo, dog, it's a gold lump. What is this? Why'd you give me this, homie? I like Stella's animation. That's good. It is the Everlight, the symbol of your status here, and the only tool you will ever need. Wait, what are you? Golf cat incoming? Oh, how highly inappropriate. Well, that settles it. The Everlight will help you throughout your travels. It will be the light that shines in the darkness, the last remaining hope of the departed. Yo, Stella's into it, and also just went supersonic. Hope is a flame, the light that never falters, the beacon of eternity. Night Mr. Kami says, Nightfall's at work, so I don't think he's in here right now, Bart. Hey, Night Mr. Kami, could you, like, make sure that Nightfall catches this VOD? Okay, thanks. It is heavy and inconvenient, but there is no greater duty than this one. The fate of lost souls rests on your shoulders. Look, I was overwhelmed too at first. Just try to keep your focus. Take it one step at a time. You will soon get used to this place, accustomed to these moments. You are the new Spiritfarers, after all. One more thing. Once I am gone, you will have to find a ship of your own. Mine is not suited for you, and it will fade away once I am gone. You might find one not far from here if you keep rowing in the right direction for some time. Probably. It's time. Here I go. Of course, that's a soundbite. Could somebody clip that and send it to Delta so I can get that on my soundboard?
So you're welcome and I'm leaving.
So long, Stella, and good luck. You will need it. Cool. As my first act as the new Spiritfarer, no one dies anymore! No? No? That's not what we're doing? Okay. One second, I have a ping backstage I need to take a look at. Give me one quick second, guys. Cool. Thank you, Marshmila. Okay. Oh, so this game is actually like... Yo, I thought this was a talking simulator. I thought you just rolled around and talked to dudes, but no, there's like a whole... Yo, alright. Girl got hops. And no fall damage. Alright, well, I mean, I guess if you're the master of life and death, then... Yo, what's up? It's literally a character from Journey. Stella! It really is you. Oh, one second, guys. It really is you! Stand up straight and let me get a look at you. Thank you, Skiller. You look good! And Daffodil is here too, I see. We'll have to find a lint roller then. Ah, it might not be obvious after all. It's me! That's not helpful. Later, Skiller. Thank you for stopping by, friend. Hope to see you again soon. Gwen! Oh, Stella is very happy to see Gwen. Good. Good thing you found me. But if you're here, it means... Oh. You are the new Spiritfarer! You are the one replacing Karin. I was trying to get rid of him and only ended up here by accident. I've been stuck on this disgusting island for about a week, living off sardines and cigarettes. Funny how I used to be the one getting you out of the trouble before. I can see you have an Everlight now. Of course. See that boat over there? Yo! That's the one! It's obviously slightly shabby, but let's commandeer it. Cool, I've been the Lord of the Dead for all of 5 minutes and we're already resorting to piracy. Let's do it. Adventure will work since you're the Spiritfarer. Okay, meet me on the dock over there. I'll explain it all. Bye, Gwen. I can do the Aladdin slide. Yo! Stella's got jumps and I like it. Prince Ali plays in the distance. Anyway. Ring the bell. School's back in session. Let's go. Can I go down? No. Okay. It's a little shabby. Yo! Hi, everyone. Welcome to Spiritfarer. Have some nice dockside ambience while Stella pets Daffodil. This is probably going to be our new break screen for a little bit. I'm into it. Give me 1 second, because I think I'm needed elsewhere. Alright, this game is adorable. I believe it starts adorable and then it gets heavy. We'll find out. Alright, let's go. Over here! Hi, Gwen. Okay, here goes. Hope my fur coat won't be too damaged. That's fur? Ah! You turned into a deer, and Stella is into it. Oh my god, that needs to be an emoji. If not from my channel, just like in general. That's my fetish, not GIF. Wow, alright, cool. Wonderful. I'm not one to jump for joy, but this feels good. Much better than anticipated. So, the way I see it, this boat is yours now. Don't you think? Good. And as far as you're the Spiritfarer, welcoming stray spirits is your new job. And once aboard, they will assume their true forms. Cool. Well, that's my theory anyway. Why are you looking at me like that? Because you just turned into a deer lady. I'd be staring at you too. Birchmiller says, I'm just saying, Sharp Squeak cosplay mode. We can talk about that. That's actually a really good one, yeah. Nemesis Comment says, maybe a small warning for the lights when the VOD goes up. Yeah, that was a bit much. Corthor Duff says, so far Stella's been into just about everything, and I'm here for it. Yeah, pretty much. Could, like, the next time Stella makes the squee face, can somebody screenshot it, please? Appreciate it. You need to come over here and give me a hug. Oh, no. That's not it. Talk, food, give, hug. That's cute. Much better. Come with me now. Let's take a look at this chaos. She got struts. I like it. Gwen got struts. Oh no. What a mess. Reminds me of Aunt Petunia's old yard. A beautiful, unorganized testament to someone's laziness. Or a vital impossibility to get rid of anything. Gwen, that's a mood. That is a mood. At any rate, we should do something about this, or my dust allergies will be back. You're dead! How do you have dust allergies? You are a corpse. Well, a ghost. Let me think. There's only one way to clean this up. Are you gonna break into a Disney Princess song? You have to meet Albert. Of course, chat. Why didn't I think of that? We have to meet Albert, clearly. He's your local shipwright, and his jokes are garbage. And we haven't even heard of this man, and Gwen is already dragging him. Good grief. Good grief. We need to clean this boat up. The only person who can help us is Albert. By the way, he's not funny. Damn, Gwen. Wow. But he's the only one who could fix your boat. We should head to Albert Shipyard. You must be wondering how to make this ship move. Yeah, actually, kind of. It's really easy, actually. There, let me give you this key I found on the island. It will unlock the cabin in the back. You should find a map projector in there. How do I know all this? Well, I was planning an escape, remember? And you know me. I plan things meticulously. Wow! That's another amazing sprite from Stella. Holy crap! I almost like that better than the squee face. Oh. This game is a fountain of amazing sprites. My goodness. I kind of like Gwen's sprites too, if I'm being honest. Very meticulously. Go open that cabin, Stella. The map projector should be simple enough to use, and you should have us go to Albert Shipyard. Can I fall off the boat? Yes. Yo! Yo, hang on a minute. Did I see that right? I got ninja hops? Hang on. I got ninja hops! Alright, cool. Yo, alright. Map projector. Alt Harbor. The Everdor. Albert Shipyard. Confirm travel. And we go. Stella! Gwen! As I understand, the ship is powered by your Everlight. That's how it cruises the ocean and reveals the stray spirits. It also explains why I couldn't do anything by myself. You must admit, it's quite fascinating. Look, I know you must feel overwhelmed. Karen, the Everdor, the Spiritfarers, this place, this boat, me being a deer. It's a lot. You must be wondering what's going on. A little? I'm a little bit concerned. Truth be told, I don't really know either. Thanks. You're the best, Gwen. Gwen's the best, chat. Just the best. Alright, sorry, I was catching up with backstage stuff. But I'm here for you. Thanks? I just noticed girl got 3 ears on one side of her head. And now you can't unsee it, chat. Enjoy. The Outlaw Talking says, I feel like she would have like that husky contralto type of voice. Like just south of like Darker Girlfriend, maybe? Corther tells she's perfection incarnate. I don't know about that. I'll do my best to help you and try to make sense of it all. As I said earlier, I wanted to leave by myself, but somehow I just couldn't. No, what you said earlier was you wanted to get rid of Karen. Now that I see you, I think I know why. I'll give you some space. For now, don't hesitate to explore the ship. You can even give that fishing rod a try. The world is your oyster. Here we are. Oh, but I wanted to fish! Albert Shipyard discovered. Okay. Here we are. Okay, before here we are, where is this fishing rod? Fishing rod? Yo! I got a herring. Is it also dead? Wrong button. But, like, is it though? Is it the spirit of a herring, or is it an actual herring? Yo, that you just got a fish sprite's pretty great. Okay, we're not getting anything but herring right now. Wrong button. Yo. Now head down to Albert Shipyard and upgrade your blueprint station. It's the only way to clear this clutter. I'm curious about what it's all made of. Considering the smell, I'd say at least 7 different types of dirt and dust. The Outlaw Thunder says, is Stella using the Everlight as a lure? We don't talk about that. Alright. And we go. Yo! Yo! This man's is a shark. This man's is a shark balancing money. Over here! Welcome to my shipyard, young traveler, where my prices are a customer's best friend. I like this man's. I already like this man's. I'm Albert. Hi, Albert. Been in the business of shipbuilding for ages. Should I assume you're the new Spiritfarer? Yeah. Well, of course you are. This guy is dirtin'. This guy is dirtin'. Hang on. Anyway, you've been able to start this ship and bring it here after all. Glenn was right to point you towards my humble enterprise. Ha! Let me see what you have here. Nice little dinghy. Funny how it looks exactly like the one I built some time ago and stored in my old shipyard. See, Karn was unhappy about his gloomy and dank ark. Actually, he was always complaining about everything. But the customer's always right. So I built him a newer, better one. Of course, he would never abandon his previous boat. Old habits die hard. But don't worry, you can keep this one. Let's just call it a loan. And let me tell you something. You know how we always joke about the construction here? Don't worry. We're still working on it. This guy. This freaking guy. Alright. Anyway, with a little bit of love, this bird will be resplendent again. The first thing you need is a proper blueprint table. Since it's your lucky day and I'm feeling generous, I'll offer it to you. Free of charge. Mind you, it's just a bit bare bones in terms of functionality, but the subsequent upgrades will come at such a small price, you'll want to buy them almost immediately. Simply direct me to upgrade the ship. Thanks, Shark Bro. Upgrade. Blueprint station. Yatta! Do I have enough for this? Costs 1,200. I have 0. Good. Perfect. Okay. You'll be able to build and edit your buildings on your boat. What a treat! But if you really want to upgrade your boat in size and in pleasure, I'm your guy. Come back when you feel your boat is getting too crowded. Cheers. Do you have a side quest for me by any chance? Welcome to my shipyard, young traveler, where my prices are a customer's best friend. So what do you need? Nope. Okay. And we go. I'm so glad I have a giant glass of lemonade beside me. Because I'm gonna need it. Talk to Gwen. Okay. I thought I saw something in the captain's log that was concerning. We have requests, upgrades, and shenanigans. Oh no. Chat, we have shenanigans. We're going to get into hijinks, apparently. Okay. Finally. Good. Albert gave it to you for free, and he said he loaned the ship to you? Ominous. Hard to know what he has in mind, but it doesn't sound reassuring. Anyway, let's focus on the task at hand for now. Cleaning up the deck. You can go to your new blueprint table above your cabin and select the move option. In it, you'll be able to remove any buildings and get back resources. Go for it. I'll wait down here. Hop, hop. Edit mode. Be gone, junk pile. 20 maple logs, 3 empty bottles, 2 old shoes, and an old carpet. Select. Cool. Wonderful. You did a wonderful job, Stella. And the good news is you have enough resources to add a guest house to your ship. A necessary amenity. Newly welcome spirits, such as myself, will have a temporary place to relax and sleep. Well, sleep, not really. I can tell you for sure that no one will be thrilled to spend more than one night in there, but it beats sleeping on the deck. The stars are pretty, but the wood is stiff and the humidity is hard to tolerate. I'll leave it to you. Have fun. Build. I can build a field. That's cool. I can build a garden. I can build a kitchen. This is what I want. A guest house. Wow, that's big. But okay. Very nice. The guest house is very pretty. It has your touch. Nice work, as usual. Now, at last, I have a place to sit down and enjoy the view. Oh, wait. What's going on? Something else is happening. Ah. I should have expected this. I'm actually hungry. Very hungry. You know how terrible a cook I am? But I remember you being absolutely fantastic at it. And you might have fished a few fishes already. Trouble is, I can't really eat an entire raw fish. I can try, for sure, but I'll probably choke on the fish bone and never survive. You're already dead! That's not how you want me to go. As absurd as this sounds. So you should keep on using the blueprint table of yours and build a kitchen aboard. I'm pretty sure I've seen the plans for it in there, as well as the necessary resources. Damn. You require bright jelly, and there's only one place to get some. Look, I should have told you when I first met you here. Something scares the hell out of me. A dark presence, and even I cower from it. A void that swallows all, light included. It can take many forms, and for me, it is always jellyfish. Yes, I'm fully aware of the irony. The bright jelly you need for the kitchen will, well, only these jellyfish can provide it to you. So there's no other option. I'll have to face my fears. But you're here. With you, I can do it. This will appear as a dark patch of pure fear on your map, so you can't miss it. Go. I'll take more time to prepare myself. Yo, are we gonna fight some jellyfish? Let's go. Slaughter the jellyfish, and in exchange, we can build a kitchen. Oh, you don't want a hug? Gwen is hungry, optimistic about her new journey, and was recently hugged. We didn't hug Albert. I don't think we could have. Okay. By the power of Neum. I can fish while traveling. The outlaw otaku says, go punch jellies in the face. Wait, jellies don't have faces. I know, right? Uh-oh. Here we are. Damn. Here they come. Remember, set your eyes on the ones with bright jelly. They should be visible enough. That said, pop as many as you can. You'll get glims anyway. I will wait for you inside. It's just too hard for me to stay out here. Okay, go ahead. I believe in you. What do I do? Incoming Jelly Boy. Okay. Where are you going? This reminds me of Terraria in a really weird kind of way. But good. Oh, geez. Okay, here we go. Ha! My Warframe training has failed me for that, apparently. Goodness. Okay. Are we good? Fantastic. Okay. I'm really impressed. You rocked out there, tumbling and diving like a shooting star, and without the slightest fear nor hesitation at that. You definitely haven't lost your touch, Stella. And you even gathered enough bright jelly to build a proper kitchen. Go for it. I'll be patiently waiting. Slowly digesting myself. Thanks. How about the cat? Build. Kitchen. Stella! Ah, yes. I forgot to tell you about this. As you can see, this boat stops at night. I believe it's a side effect of your Everlight being, well, light. Or some other technicality. That being said, it will allow people to sleep undisturbed. You, in the meantime, can do anything you want. Tackle unfinished business or just chill on the deck under the stars. I suggest you go to sleep too, in that cozy little room atop your cabin. You wake up refreshed and ready to go, and this ship will start up again in the morning. Oh, and speaking of that, you know me, waking up on time has never been my forte. You can ring that bell over there to wake people up. Remember, only do it at the right time. Early morning should do the trick. Speaking of sleep, time for me to go take a nap. See you tomorrow, Stella. Have a good night. Lovely kitchen. What? I thought you were going to bed. You can now use the kitchen's oven. It should be rather simple. Put any one ingredient in the oven and wait for it to be cooked. You can even try those loose corn kernels that have been hanging around my pockets. I can't wait to see what you're see you in your cooking glory again. You got this. Okay. Cook. Herring. The Outlaw Doctor says, eh. Celadonna stretch. Recipes. I don't have any yet. Okay. Cook. Corn, I guess? Let's try this. Ah, I see. We have to wait for the... Gotcha. Okay. What happens if I cook this? Oh, it's slow. I can eat anything. Just give me some food. Well, I won't die just yet. Thanks, Stella. It's better than I thought it could be. But then again, you've always been a wonder in the kitchen. Don't forget, spirits don't run on sunshine and water. We need a good meal once in a while. It'll be up to you to understand who's fond of what. As for me, I'm sure you remember I've always loved comfort food. And that I would die for a cup of coffee. But I'm not that picky. I can eat anything. Just never the same thing twice. Oh, and before I forget, here's something I was supposed to give you. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but an obol is a symbol of passage. It's a fee each spirit has to pay you. But something tells me you knew that already. Okay, let's keep on improving this craft. As you must have seen, in the blueprint table there is both a field and a garden, which means you can grow many different things, and turn the ship into an adorable farm of sorts. You should add a field first, but in my opinion, it's going to be easier to find the resources for it around here, and you can grow linen in it, which in turn you can use to craft more things. In addition to building a field, we should go buy seeds to use in it. But that will come later. I need you to visit an island close by. It's called Mossstein Cove, and there's something on it we need. I'll tell you when we get there. Okay. It's too dark to navigate. It should be possible at dawn again. Okay. I need to wait for this to finish then. Hey, Theoretical J, welcome in. Good to see you. Her animation is probably always a cake, Outlaw, so can't say I'm surprised. What did this make? Coal. Get the herring in there. Let that go. Stella's chilling. Moon's going down. Let's do some fishing. Got nothing better to do. Till that herring is done. Oh shoot, that's a resource. I think. The Everlet Yo-Yo was cute? Yes, it was. Let's go see if the food's ready. Just about. Grilled fish. Nice. Okay. I can sleep in here? Up here. Alright, let's sleep till morning. Go ahead and head to Mossstein Cove. Go wake Stella, or go wake Gwen up. Good morning, Gwen. Don't ask me how, but I've met Albert already. He definitely is a shark. But his interest in all things maritime will be helpful, such as the boat upgrades he sells at an outrageously high price. With those, you'll be able to cross ominous weather barriers in the world. They look like classic mythical challenges again. A bit cliche if you ask me. Okay. Can I build? No. To build a field, we need limestone and maple. And to build a garden, we need maple and lightning in a bottle. Okay. So we gotta get to Malstein Cove first. I'm delighted that you're here with me, but I'm not surprised one bit. It adds up. You're here taking care of me in my final hours. You've always cared so damn much about others, always protecting those you found vulnerable, even pedantic snobs like me. Remember the day my father yelled at the cat? We just got out of elementary school. You were wearing those blue sneakers and with the glittery tags, and there you were yelling back at my father like you were on a mission. Father turned red and smashed the purple Delano vase. It was rad. Have we arrived? Are we here? I didn't get an update, so maybe we're not here yet. Let's see. No, we need to go to Malstein Cove. Okay. Didn't cook on the island. Yeah, I noticed that too. The Outlaw Taco says, when will we meet Scylla and Charybdis? Hopefully not for a while. Though I wouldn't be surprised if they were in this game. Go ahead and get some more popcorn cooking. Look at that! Malstein Cove. Alright. Nice. So I can get all of this cooking? There we go. We should hop on that island over there. Maybe we'll find something interesting. Okay. I'm saving a couple of raw herring just in case we get a different recipe. Okay. Excuse me. Empty bottle and a medium Glim bottle. Bottle filled with a considerable amount of Glims. Do we want to keep that closed? Is this like Souls in Dark Souls? Like, I know Glim is the currency like Souls in Dark Souls, but what I mean is like, is there a mechanic where we die and lose our Glims, and we want to save these to recoup those? Or do we want to use them as soon as we get them? We'll save it for now. Here we go. What a majestic tree. Well, you can cut it down. Yes, it's fine, I promise. It's the best way to get wood, to get the wood you need, actually. But don't worry, they'll regrow over time. Another interesting fact about the Everlight. Oh. Well done. Berries! Let's go talk to Gwen before we move on too far. Congratulations! For you have become Death Destroyer of Worlds. Jokes aside, that's how you do it. You go on ahead cutting down more trees. Then we go back to the boat and build the field with all the maple logs. I'll be next to the raft. Okay. Yo! Everlight pickaxe, let's go. Got a whole lot of limestone. Nice. There we go. Thank you. You're welcome. Thanks, I love it. Nice. Okay. So I can't talk to her. Did we get everything? I feel like we got everything, but maybe we didn't. But I can't talk to her. Did we just get in the boat and go? Does she come with us? Get these grilled fish out. Nice. So you can't burn them. That's great. Okay, there she is. Okay. So we need to build a field. Okay. Which I should be able to do now. Yes, great. Ah, interesting. Okay. Put it over the guest house. Why not? Check your DMs, Kit. Checking. 1 second. Check my DMs from you, Birchmila? I got it. Much better. I got the DM from next. Thank you, Berkman. A field! Huh. It's better looking than I thought. There's a little je ne sais quoi to it. Simple but elegant. Now, all you have to do is plant field seeds in there. Seeds can grow only in their respective places. Garden seeds won't grow in the field, so don't bother trying. But you know me, I would kill a plastic cactus, so don't take my word on this. Anyway, there's only one place where we could possibly find what we need. Theodore specializes in seeds. He set up shop in Hummingburg, the busiest town in the area. Theodore and his brothers are the founders of Raccoon Incorporated, a shady retail franchise with very loose moral values. Yes, this world has a serious problem with dubious business practices. Since I don't want you to get swindled, I'll come with you and do most of the talking. I've run into this cheeky little raccoon once, and his dishonesty was blatant. Let's head to Hummingburg then. Yo! Crates. Seeds, treasures, wood, and ores. Let's go there first. Okay. Let's hold off on the coal for now. We'll get some fish in the meantime. Oh, okay. We have arrived. Okay. Let's see what we can find. Do I go this way? Come on. Do I go down? I don't go down. Okay. There's stuff in the water. Press down and hold X to dive? Cool, okay. Got a lot of goodies there. Lemon seed, carrot seed, great. Anything else on the screen? Doesn't look like it. Alright. Let's get the seeds growing. Great. Let's cook some of these and see what happens. Make sure there's nothing else over here. Nope, we're good. Okay. Oh, I can pull these off. Probably makes fertilizer? If I had to hazard a guess. Go ahead and sleep. Up here. Or no, let's hit our destination first. Be here. Head up. Sleep until morning. Birchmiller says, Gwen will be happy to get those coffee beans. Brew her up a cup of dough. I will. I have to grow them in the garden first, though. Good morning, Stella. Good morning, Gwen. Poached fruit. Ooh, tasty. Let's go. Here you go. Cool. I'm gonna get some more gleam from these jellies before we go to the Berg. Tried to pull it in, but it wouldn't let me. Again? Here we go again. The jellyfish are stealing all the light, as they stole all hope from me. I'll never get used to it, and part of me thinks it's all my fault. All right, you can do your thing again. Are you up for it? Yes. Don't be scared, Stella. They'll be coming straight for us. Okay, let's go. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, jeez. Well, I wanted to get some gleam. You know what this game makes me want to play, chat? In a good way? This game makes me want to play the raft. I think we will at some point, relatively soon. And by relatively soon, I mean like next year. Because I got Hades after Artober for basically the rest of the year. Come on, get up there. I got a little bit of gleam. Glim, excuse me. Alright. Oh, mood is down. What's up? Hungry. No, sorry, Stella. You know I can't eat fruit for the life of me. I've tried, but I just can't. Well, thank you, Stella. I love comfort food so damn much. Cool. There we go. Let's roll. The survival game? Yes, Outlaw, the survival game. Whether Ghost is gonna be honest, I can see the raft being a fun game to play as a group with the masquerade. The raft is single player, isn't it? Does it need water? The raft is multiplayer? Since when? Yo, since when is the raft multiplayer? I did not know that. That's been multiplayer for like years? Really? I did not know that. Hummingbird discovered. Alright, we're here. Let's buy some seeds. Theodore has set up shop on this island. Let's pay him a visit. Alright. I mean, if you say so, chat. Yo, free stuff. Okay. Yeah, I hope my next game will be ready soon. I've crushed the data and spent 5 nights theory crafting. Clearly, if you take the heavy weapon proficiency from the mountain gnome raise, there is an instant synergy with the level 3 rogue ability Eviscerate. It's for sure a bit weird, but hey, 5d20 and auto crit on prone can't be defeated, am I right? Rude. Corner says it's been multiplayer since it fully launched back in 2018. Maybe I'm thinking of a different game, guys, because the game I'm talking about has not fully launched yet. Oh. Take a good look at the shrine, Stella. It's simply stunning. Some objectives from this world are meant to resonate with the Spiritfarer and the Everlight. I've heard this monument has the power to enhance the Everlight's abilities. The 2 slots on it need to be filled up. I'm fairly certain you can use obols to activate it. But to get obols, you need to welcome more spirits on your ship. I'm sure you'll soon find more lost souls like me. Okay. Double jump. Yo. Oh, let me guess. I'm a bit of a psychic, you know? Your name is Mary? Or Margaret? It's Missy. Wait, no. Eshe. Don't tell me. It's... Oh, shoot. I'll get it. Someday. A stroll a day keeps the doctor away, which reminds me, I haven't been to the doctor in forever. Oh, no. Why did I think about health all of a sudden? Am I suddenly starting to feel unwell? I'm not sick. I'm okay. Friend, you are a mood. I can't get that without double jump. My favorite spot is this bench at the end of the pier. It's beautiful and quite peaceful. After a long day's work, oh my! I shouldn't have told you if I wanted to keep it that way. I simply adore your hat. Our local shop, Raccoon Incorporated, only carries garbage wares. Seeds, logs, rocks, all useless items. I need me a hat like yours. Excuse you. Yes? Oh, I thought you had something to say. Good. There's Theodore. Go ahead, take a look at what he's selling. Hello, Theodore. Night Mr. Kami says, I don't know. When you look up the Wrapped, it only comes up with the game from 2018. There's no way. Because it was in... Like, the game that I'm thinking of was in early access last year. And they hadn't finished it yet. Oh no. Step right up, potential prospect. Welcome to Raccoon Incorporated. We've been servicing Hummingbird since forever. You've got glims, I've got the goods. I've got all the wares to make you spend those hard-earned glims. Step right up. Sell? Cool. This key opens the door next to the broken ladder in Hummingbird. 500,000 glims. Okay, noted. Linen seeds, 7,000. Goodness. Corn seeds, 6,000. Coffee beans, 7,500. Carrot seed, 4,500. Turnip seed, 5,000. He sells limestone for 14,000 and maple logs for 13,000. Goodness. What was that? Those prices are out of control. I won't let him get away with this. Are you ready for me to obliterate this merchant? Sure. Good. Let's do this. Theodore, I know what you're doing here, and you should be ashamed of yourself, you trash panda. The Frostman still says the raft on Steam is in early access. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Okay. Also, Gwen with the shade immediately. People like you are the reason we have middle finger. Damn! Whoa, girl.
Oh.
What? Madam, what's the meaning of this? My friend here is the new Spiritfarer, but she's not a newbie, and neither am I. That little scam of yours won't work on us. But I can assure you, my business practices are quite above board. Be warned, you treacherous striped weasel. I won't tolerate this behavior one more second. Damn! No more shenanigans, no more double crosses, just fair prices. So stop being dishonest at once. And next time I see you, I'll try being nicer. I'll start being smarter, if you start being smarter. Got it? But... Yes. Yes, of course. I promise you I'll adjust my prices. I beg you, please don't scold me anymore. I'll even give you a discount. Hey, you! Yes, you! Your friend really gave that greedy merchant some hell. You both look like you could possibly join the upstairs crew. You want to come up, don't you? I can see it in your eyes. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty cool being up here. Yeah, all the best people are up here. Don't get too excited, though. Some idiot broke the ladder. You'd have to be able to jump inhumanly high to make it. I guess you could also use the stairs in that house, but some other idiot lost the key. Well, anyway, see ya. Upstairs crew forever. You're stuck, aren't you, dog? $5,000 for the key. That's much better. Okay, here we go. Field seeds. Let's get some corn. Coffee beans, carrots. So these two are garden and these three are field. We'll get 10 linen seeds. We'll get 2 corn seeds. We'll get another coffee seed. I'm gonna maple log. An excellent salesperson always carries what the customer needs. So my well-off patron, what can I do you for? If you got everything you need, I'll take my leave. Feel free to stay here as long as you want. I'll meet you at the pier. Alrighty. And can't go that way. Okay. Door is locked. I'm busy, miss. Okay, I think we're done. For the moment. Race you back! We need double jump to get that stuff. Which is most unfortunate. What's the word in here? Get this stuff growing. Looks great. Way ahead of me, Stella. Which says, were you thinking of Stranded Deep, Kit? Absolutely not. The game that I'm thinking of is you build a raft, fight a shark, and figure out why the world is flooded. I'm pretty sure that's the raft. Your thumb is as green as your hat. This boat will soon become a cozy floating farm. Don't forget, you'll probably have to water the plants once in a while. Don't ask my word for it, though. My gardening knowledge is as limited as my father's empathy. Oof. You'll have to find better mentors than me. Which reminds me, I believe it's time for you to find new people. Not that I don't love the idea of just the two of us cruising the oceans. But you are the Spiritfarer, and Spiritfarers find spirits. And yes, help them fulfill their last wishes, however mundane that can be. I've heard of a place not far from here where someone might be in need of your help. And I'll bet you'll like this one, if he's who I think he is. Go, let's sail. Alrighty. The more the merrier. Huh, that's weird. Thank you, Night Mr. Kami. So I can't sail through that. Let's go get this loot. Man, there's a lot of loot. Let's go get all this loot. Good morning, Stella. Good morning, Gwen. How's your mood? You're hungry. Person says there's also the question of if the thing you're thinking of released last year, or if it released last year because COVID fucked everyone's sense of time. It didn't really mess with mine all that much. Also, I don't know if it's fully released yet. The game that I was thinking about was played in early access by a streamer that I watch last year, and it wasn't finished. They did a big update to it, and they said there's one more big update before full release, which should be coming like next year from this year. So 2 years. Because of COVID. But it sure as hell didn't release in 2018, that's for damn sure. I don't know what to tell you, chat. Vibrant necklace. Got a muscle. Nice. Simple 43 says, what are we talking about? The raft and its complete status. Release status, I guess would be the way to say it. Get this muscle cooking. Let's go. I need lightning in a bottle. I need 5 of them. Zib says, I love the main character in this design. Same. I'm just gonna grab this loot before we push the main story. Sib says, won't be here for long. I got an important exam tomorrow. I thought I would stop in and say hi. Well, hi! Nice to have you in. Unfortunately, there's not going to be Crown of Fangs tonight, so we'll just have to play Spiritfarer. Your muscle ding? Let's go check it. Steamed shellfish. Tasty. We have arrived. Let's get this loot. When Stella or Daffodil leave the boat, it stops. That's fine. I wanted it to stop. We're where we want to be. Another vibrant necklace. Nice. A lot of seeds. Great. More limestone. I could build a second farm. And I think I will. So speaking of games that are still in early access and getting major updates, Hot Dog, Horseshoes, and Hand Grenades is getting its 100th update soon, so only in Alpha 3 from what I can tell. I'll take your word for it, friend. Oh, I need more wood. Dang. Alright, let's go see this new person. Yo, harvestable. Let's get this linen growing. And hey, you got a scythe. Yeah, I did get a scythe. You're right, chat. Black coffee. Nice. We'll give that to Gwen tomorrow. This game really makes me want to play the raft. Nothing really to do until we hit that weather band, which we won't be able to get past, but it's going to give us a tutorial. Going to practice my jumps. Practice the jumps! Yo, it's raining. Gwen is smart and went the hell inside. Good. Jumping on a metal roof in a thunderstorm. Why not? What's the word? Rain really ruins a day, doesn't it? A little. Stella practicing for the Olympics team? Yeah, a little bit, Outlaw. Harvest. Linen fiber. Let's go ahead and get all of this growing. I feel like it's important. Oh, we were able to get through it. Weird. Okay. Barkensheim Creek. What's the word? Nothing. Okay. Guess we're heading in. Well, first of all, get some more wood. That'll be nice. Get like 8 wood per. That's great. Is this not where we were supposed to go? Is this just resources? And I'm down. So we can build a second. Oh, hey, hello. Oh, great. You're here. Listen, I just dropped a lemon in that pond. My fingers were all sticky. It just sort of slipped. Why? Good question. I've been eating delicious berries all day. Look at my hands, I swear. I've been experimenting. I wanted to squeeze a little bit of citrus on this wild fruit. Now it's just berries with no twist. Unless it's just down there in the water. I do it myself, but I have these pulpy fruits to take care of. Alright, diving tutorial. Got it. That's the one. I just need to find a tissue or something. I don't want to get berry juice all over it. Never mind. Just hold on to that lemon for me. Don't go and squeeze it. Wait a minute. Maybe you could help me? This island is fresh out of food. My stomach always feels empty. Maybe I could even help out aboard your ship. With cooking, fishing, and building. I don't have my spices and tools, but I'll make it work. Don't think about it so much. Let's just go to your boat. Alright, sure. I'm sure you'll need someone who could make repairs on your boat at some point. I'll be your favorite new passenger. Just you wait. Stella! Oh, wow. This boat is amazing. Here comes the real kicker, you little rascal. Get ready for a family reunion. It's me, Stella! Your Uncle Atul. Surprised? Happily, I hope. I've been on that island for a while now. I can't wait to see the sights, the sea with you. I was lonely with my thoughts. Now I got you, Sprout. Let's set sail for a great adventure. Onwards. Wait a second. Is that... I knew it! That's a Seamaster 2000! I've actually never seen it in action. I've only heard the rumors. Apparently, you can catch the biggest and brightest fish out there. Wow, Stella. You sure know how to treat yourself. Wait a darn second. You're missing a few bolts. Let me guess. You've been fishing out mostly garbage. Well, not anymore. You'll see the difference immediately. Give it a go for a fan. Oh! It's not as simplistic as we thought it was. Excuse me. Excuse me. Something, something, turn the rod toward the fish. Daggone. Got it. It's a squid. Good job, Sprout. They never stood a chance. You sure don't mess around. That's what makes you a pro. All this ace-level fishing has gotten me all rattled up. Which reminds me, I had this shiny thing in my pockets on the island. I have no idea what it does. Maybe you can hold on to it. For safekeeping, I suppose. Oh, brother. I need to take a breather. Oh, and by the way, you might be curious and might have already tried, but yes, the water is very salty. Well, I'll take go and take a look around. You can fish to your heart's content if you want. Ah, I got another O-ball. Nice. Large Glim bottle. Fun. Fancy vase. Soul. Sibs143 says, I'm a lark, I have exams to study for. Take it easy, Sibs. Thank you for stopping by, and hope to see you again soon. Squid cooking. And we'll rest. Up and at 'em, lazy bones. you look at that? You've got 2 obols. Remember that shrine in Hummingberg? I'll try and add them there. If we're lucky, it might be something amazing. If not, you'll have wasted your time. You should go see. Now this is one damn fine cup of coffee. I can't tell you how many cups of coffee I've had in my life, but this is certainly my favorite of them all. Thank you very much, Stella. Hug. Feeling much better. Good. Good morning, Sprout. Oh boy, I just love food. Keep them coming. I can't get enough of it. Wasn't that great, favorite niece of mine? Cool. Great. Likes everything. Awesome. Dislikes nothing. Perfect. Over here. Just a minute. Gotta do some stuff. Squid skewer. Nice. That's probably going to be grilled fish, but we'll see. Let's head back to the town. Yo, there's some loot over there. But for right now, we're going to head back to Hummingberg. Excuse me. Can't talk to him. Glad you came to talk to me. Like I said earlier, we needed more people on this boat. New passengers. There's got to be a few people around, lost like I was. Well, maybe not exactly like me. I'm aware of a few things that might go unnoticed by most. That's always why Father was always suspicious of me, and why Mom gave me a hard time for it. If you say so. Stella, quick, come here! This is what I call a storm. Any responsible person would never let their friend get hit by lightning. But I think you should try. You have the Everlight, it will protect you. The lightning bolts will cast sparkles where they're about to hit. Rush toward those. I almost forgot. Have you got any empty bottles? If you're hit with lightning, with an empty bottle, you get lightning in a bottle. Isn't that bananas? This world! Lightning in bottles are a pretty handy resource, so come here equipped. As a head start, here's a few bottles for you. But don't worry, they're pretty easy to come by. Get ready for the thrill of your life. Yo, he's playing music. Oh God. Hell yeah. Love that sound effect too. LZT coming in with that raid. Welcome in all the raiders from the hide. Good to see you. We're celebrating Artober all month long. A celebration of all things artistic and interesting. Masquerade, make sure that our new friends have a seat by the fire, and keep your eye on chat because the Keeper will be putting LZT's stream link in a chat message in just a few minutes. Make sure you are availing yourself of following them. I know my voice is being a little bit drowned out right now. I apologize for that. We should be out of this minigame shortly. We're taking a look at Spiritfarer, which is a very cute little game that we've been playing so far. And also my internet is not behaving still. Hopefully we'll get that fixed soon. Welcome in, everyone. If you don't know who I am the sharp-eyed Kitsune, the teller of tales and the weaver of mysteries, the masked bard. This is the channel that is devoted to lore and storytelling, world building, role playing, and discussions of those things. So if that's to your fancy, you're in excellent company here, and I do hope that you enjoy your time with us. And thank you very much again for stopping by. If you have any questions about Artober, the game that we're playing, the channel, or myself, I'm happy to answer them. Let's get right back to the game, shall we? Oh, thank goodness. I wasn't sure if you were going to make it for a second there. You gave your old uncle quite a scare. Did you feel that rumble? What a rush! You look pretty awesome catching those jolts of lightning all over the boat. Thanks for being the best captain I could have ever hoped for. Grilled fish? Yep, grilled fish. Makes a lot of it, too. Daggone. Cool. We've almost arrived. There was something I was going to do. Yeah. Can I build a garden? I can. Boop. Oh, shh. I can actually build 2 if I want to. I don't know if I want to or not. Let's find out. Carrot seeds, turnip seeds. Grow some carrots. Grow a turnip. Cool beans. Alright, let's go get this special power. J Tiger Plays, welcome in. Kokentor, welcome into you as well. LZT, good to see you as always. How are things in the land of LZT today? Okay, we talked all this. Nothing new here. Okay. Are you new? Good day to you. A little bit new. Acquire. Double jump. That is a very nice animation. I approve of that. Now we can get this. Another vibrant necklace. LCT says things are exhausted. Oh? I'm sorry to hear that, friend. Radar Ray. Have a seat by the fire. Order a drink and put your feet up. Let a keeper know if there's anything at all that you need, and please enjoy the show. Thank you very much for that follow, Radar Ray, and if you're so inclined, tell us of your travels, my friend. As I said, I am the sharp-eyed Kitsune, the teller of tales and the weaver of mysteries, the masked bard. This is the channel that is devoted always to lore and storytelling, world-building, role-playing, and discussions of those things. So if that's your fancy, you're in excellent company here, and I do hope that you enjoy a time with us. All month long, we're celebrating Artober, taking a look at games that are doing things a little bit differently, celebrating all things artistic and interesting, and we're currently taking a look at Spiritfarer. So is this just for selling purposes? Yeah, tchotchkes should be sold. Okay. So I can sell these things for money. Let's do that. I can't sell them here? Am I just blind, chat? LTG says, I've got school stuff tomorrow, so I'm gonna go hug a pillow. I'd love to stay and chat, but that'll have to be next time. No worries, LZT. Take it easy, friend. Thank you for stopping by. I hope to see you again soon. I can't sell it here. Interesting. Okay. Upstairs Club. You made it! Wicked move's getting up here. I kind of lied earlier. It's not so great up here. But you're here, so it might get better. I don't have a membership card for you. You'll be an honorary member of the upstairs crew. I'd show you the secret handshake, but I don't know where your hands have been. Okay. There's a sheep. Upstairs crew forever. Sure, whatever, dude. Bah. Door's locked. Okay. Upstairs crew forever! Indeed. My sister keeps asking me for money. How can I say no without saying no? Maybe I should ask someone to rob me. I just don't want to loan my sister money. Take it easy, LCT. Yes, young person. Can I assume you are busy? Of course you're busy. Wait a second. You don't have a full-service kitchen. Come back when you do. I have quite the pitch for you. Okay. Oh, this is outside. Give me you. Yo, got some more linen seeds. Let us down. Hello, friend. What? Oh, you gave me such a fright. That cat. She looks familiar. Daffodil? Is that you? Oh, yes, it is. Ever so silky, aren't you? Then that must mean... Stella, is that really you? What a fantastic turn of events. And is that your boat over there at sea? You've come to rescue me again, I see. Well, not so fast. This time, I'll be the one doing the teaching. You can bet on it. Let's get going, then. We have some lessons to go through. Okay. Whoa. Citrine. That'll probably be important. Hang on. For science... Nothing. Okay. It was worth a look. So, I wonder why I can't sell these valuables to our boy. Oh well. Let's keep moving for now. I don't know if I'm going to have enough food for everybody at this rate. Apparently citrine crystals are used in feng shui. Yes. All right. Over here, little one. Oh, Stella, all this air, all this open space. Yes, I feel I can grow quite nicely here. Look at me, I'm flowering already. A bird? Bird friend? Snake friend! Oh, getting out of that chrysalis, what a feeling! Thank you, Stella. Alright, they're resting for the night. New friend likes the garden. Oh, a garden! Look at little old silly me. Just as I was about to reprimand you for the lack of greenery on your boat, but lo and behold, you've already put together a wonderful little garden. Yes, I feel you're an excellent student, Stella. Well, then that makes us about ready to start the first lesson. Make sure there are some seeds in these plots. They'll be important. Let's see now. For our first lesson, we'll start with something I've been quite excited to share. This world has some strange rules, as you've probably noticed already. I've always been a preacher for love towards all living things, for you see, a garden is a vessel of our love, a mirror we hold to ourselves. This seems truer now than ever. Back on my island, when I was lonely, I sang to the flowers, and as I expected, they grew much more vigorously. Through trial and error, I've managed to write a little song. The plants seem to react particularly well to it. I want to further test that observation with you. Go inside the garden and start playing that piece to your crops. Okay. Hold triangle to play the guitar? Oh no! You know, somebody could have warned me this was a rhythm game. Would you have played it if it was, Kit? No. I'm gonna assume I'm done. Have you seen how the plants have swayed and grown as you entertained them? Isn't that fabulous? As I suspected, emotions in this world manifest themselves much more vividly. Well, I'll make sure to spread the word about this fascinating discovery, and who knows, other passengers might know how to play some music too. They might help if in a good enough mood. Speaking of which, in all the commotion in the last few days, I forgot something. Here, this is for you. This strange coin has been tickling me since I've arrived here. I'm relieved it's not one of those pollen allergens again. Got another obol. Nice. Got a bunch of carrots. Cool. Okay. At least the notes are slow. Right now the notes are slow, Corn. That doesn't mean very much, though.
Become one with the fire.
Saint Dharma, have a seat by the fire. Order a drink and put your feet up. Let a keeper know if there's anything at all that you need, and please enjoy the show. Thank you very much for that follow, Saint Dharma, and if you're so inclined, tell us of your travels, my friend. I am the sharp-eyed Kitsune, the teller of tales and the weaver of mysteries, the masked bard. This is the channel that is devoted to lore and storytelling, world-building, role-playing, and discussions of those things. So if that's to your fancy, you're in most excellent company here, and I do hope that you enjoy your time with us. But if it's not, I completely understand. What I do isn't to everyone's taste, but I do hope that you have a wonderful day wherever you choose to spend that day, and thank you very much for stopping by. Virtual says, do you think it works for the linen too? Maybe. Grilled veggies. Nice. Sprout. Just a second. Stella, I don't want to disturb you with this, but for the last several weeks I've been having strange dreams. They were of a giant snake and of menacing reefs and of rotten fruit. And since joining you and your crew, well, they've been much clearer. I think it's the air of the sea, or maybe the mystical energies of the Everlight. Anyway, I'm now convinced my dreams have been visions. And furthermore, I think they might be coming from our mutual acquaintance. I've been looking at the map in your cabin. My eyes kept being drawn to a specific spot that I marked. I think we should visit. No point in making it wait. Okay. Not what I meant to do. Come on, let me up. Thank you. Geez, you gotta love the sights here. The sea, the sun, the breeze on my skin. It just feels so right. I'm happy to be aboard this ship. With you, my niece. I wish your Aunt Vive could see you right now. Running your own ship, helping out these stranded souls. It really warms my heart. I'm glad you picked me up on that island. I'll try and make myself the least cumbersome passenger on this boat. Except for food. I'll never stop asking for delicious meals. Well, consider it done. Here. The service of the ship is incredible. Okay. You're not hungry right now. Okay. Stella? You did good. Now we've got a real boat going, and you'll have to take care of these new passengers now. They'll be the ones testing your patience, not me. But before all that, I have something to ask you. You might have noticed by now, but sleeping in the guest house is not the ideal scenario for any of us, especially since it's getting crowded in there. Look, I'm not complaining, you know. You've been terrific up to this point, and it would be terribly rude of me to blame you for anything, but I think it's time for me to have space of my own. A nice little house, unpretentious but sophisticated, with a cozy vibe. A space in which I could read and unwind, far from the turmoil of the deck. Oddly enough, I'd see something with an alpine flair. See, even I can be filled with nostalgia sometimes. Again, I won't be pushy on this, but I'd be delighted if you could build it for me. Gwen's Lodge. Was I not cooking something in here? There we go. Check all plants. Linen's ready. Why does the snake's voice remind me of the mobile game Crashlands? No idea. Do you mean my voice, or do you mean like the way the dialogue is written? I'm gonna get this corn planted just so that I have it. Get some more coffee growing too. Great. Okay. Let's get the boat moving. I don't want to push the main story quite yet. I want to get, I want to get some more loot. Okay. Let's go see what we need for Gwen's quarters. Here we go. Oh, I can just make this. Okay. So first, let's move the kitchen there. And then let's raise the guest house as high as we can get it. And then we'll build Gwen's quarters. Oh, okay. So that's not how we want to do that. Bring this back down. And then we'll build Gwen's quarters on top. There we go. Alright, let's see what everybody has to say after we gather the loot. Oh, perfect sea trash. What? Quick, jump in the water. There's wreckage. I'm sure you'll find you'll find helpful materials in there. Yeah, that's my plan. The characters do a mumble voice for their audio, says Corn? Ah, okay. We'll talk to Gwen. I love it. This cabin is outstanding. It really does wonders to have a place of your own. Doesn't it remind you of my old condo in Waverly? Probably the one place where I could get some peace and quiet. Thank you, old friend. Okay. We'll need to remember to remove that again once Gwen is finished. This is not where I want to be. I want to be down here. It's a game of Tetris. A little bit, yeah. Sprout! I took a look at your blueprint station. It's nice, I suppose, but you know what would make it even greater? More plans, bigger buildings, better pencils. I'm just saying. I'm sure Albert at Albert Shipyard could help you out. Yeah, but I don't have any money. Gonna fix that, though. Let's do some fishing. Fishing! Bay shrimp. Food's ready. Got another squid. Okay. What's the problem down here? I've been thinking about Father recently. When he left with Doug, I didn't feel anything. No sorrow, no hate, no relief, nothing. It didn't really matter to me. But it mattered to you. You spent 3 days crying in Aunt Petunia's room. So Gwen's like our sister. I bought you 3 sisters and gave you that damn oversized sweater I had knitted a month prior. Mom was appalled, but you felt better. Yeah, this is okay, Gwen's definitely our sister. I've long wondered why you were so sad, and the best I could come up with was that you were sad in my stead, feeling things I couldn't feel myself. Hey, yo, hang on. Is hungry. Doesn't like Atul's banging. Okay. I've got this weird feeling. Get you a snack, first of all. Here you go. Give you a hug. Should help. Feeling much better. Good. Okay. Up here. Grab this. Nice. Steam shellfish. Okay. Oh. How about a little snack, Stella? I'm feeling quite hungry. Done. Has been having unsettling dreams. I need to fix that. But first, have some steamed shellfish. Oh no. No. Stella, don't you remember? I don't eat any animal product. No breast milk, no ova. Certainly, they were not meant for our consumption. And the meat, no. I'm sorry, I won't impose my trust on others, but I cannot eat that. Okay, so you need some grilled veggies. Thank you, I was quite hungry. There we go. Hug for the snack. We're good. Okay. And then Uncle Iroh. Seems there's quite a few new faces aboard. I like it, don't get me wrong. I just don't want you to forget about your old Uncle Atul. You know me, I'm Mr. Personality. I can get along with anyone, anywhere, anytime. I just didn't think I'd have to make new friends at my age. You don't have to worry, I'll be alright. Sorry I even brought it up. I'll just go stand on the edge of the boat and take in the splendor, you know? Hopefully no bugs will fly in my mouth, that's no fun. How's your mood? You're good. Okay. Have some food anyway. Okay. Into the water we go. quartz. That's new. Valuable ring. Nice. Alright. Well, guys, it's about that time. I got some stuff I need to do around the house, so we're going to pause it right here. Oh, save and quit. Perfect. And I'm going to have to wrap it up here. Thank you guys so much for being here for the return of Artober and a new game, specifically Spiritfarer. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. And if you're new around here, I'd like to take your attention for just a moment, if I may. I am the sharp-eyed Kitsune, the teller of tales and the weaver of mysteries, the masked bard. This is the channel that is devoted to lore and storytelling, world-building, role-playing, and discussions of those things. So if that's to your fancy, you're in excellent company here, and I do hope that you enjoyed your time with us. I stream every single day that my health permits me to do so, and we're rolling with advantage in 2021 and beyond, which is 2 chances to get a given stream. Normally, I would be back in about an hour with the return of Decisive Action Crown of Fangs, but I've got some players down because schedules are shifting with the changing seasons, but hopefully we'll be back next week. I'll be back tomorrow with more Spiritfarer in the afternoon, and we'll see where the evening takes us. But if you want more tabletop goodness, it'll be on Thursday with the return of Decisive Action Voices of the Mountain, our weekly D&D 5-Point Fox module double feature of Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frost Maiden, and Storm King's Thunder with my own spin on both. Stop by if you like tabletop role-playing games, or if you don't know if you like tabletop role-playing games. We'd love to have you. For now, I need to get out of here, but when I do, I'll be hosting someone. It's someone who I like, someone who I hope that you all will like, and can spread some of the love that was felt here today over on their channel. And check back here, because I'm always hosting someone, and you might find your new favorite streamer that way. Which reminds me, it's high time we go on a raid. A masquerade, if you will. Let me know if you guys want to go on a masquerade, and I'll explain how it works. A raid on Twitch is basically a surprise party, where we head over to somebody else's stream, let them know they're doing a good job, and we want to see more of what they have to offer. To take part, all you have to do is copy the raid call that you'll see in chat in a few seconds, if it's not already there due to stream delay, and have it ready. When I close things down here, you'll automatically be pulled over into somebody else's stream. When that happens, slip in quiet as you please. Channel your inner shinobi and take a look around. Take a look at the game, the streamer, and the community. See if it's something you want to be a part of. I'll appear with all the flash and dazzle that you've come to expect from the Masked Bard, and let the streamer know that I brought some friends along. When that happens, come out of the shadows with your raid call ready, let the streamer know you came along with me. After that, drop them a follow, give them some love if you're able to do it, and like I said, you might find your new favorite streamer that way. But for now, as ever, it's time to close the book on today and leave you with these parting words. From myself and my keepers, to all of you, the regulars, the followers, the newcomers, and the lurkers, whether you're just having a seat by the fire or you've got a running tab at the bar, remember, there's always more stories to tell. Hopefully, I'll see you all next time for more Spiritfarer and a new chapter. Good night, you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by, and hope to see you again soon.